Hey everybody, hey, Carlotta Berry here, y'all, and I just wanted to make a quick video. I just came back from the dentist's office, y'all. This is my third trip. Generally, the third time is a charm. But once again, I have this crown that they have been working on for some time. Once that's done, all my dental work will be complete and finished and over with. I made a video few videos back, and I was talking about how important it is not to settle. And y'all, I go to this dentist's office, and I love my dentist. It's the lab. And they didn't get it right again. So they had to put the temporary back in my mouth and send that crown back to the lab to get it right. My message to you all is that it's really good to be very aware of how you can easily fall back into your bad habits. We all have the propensity to be bent a certain way, and we can be impatient, which I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty sometimes of settling and saying, oh, it'll be okay, that sort of thing. I've gotten much better, and I've been intentional in realizing and understanding that first, you have to find out where your shortcomings are, or where you need to, certain things about you need to work on and get better at it. Once you recognize the errors of your way, or you're recognizing how you're playing yourself small, or, you're just recognizing where you need some growth in certain areas, and you start to work on that, you have to be very conscientious each day. None of us have gotten to a point to where we have got it. Some of us, we fall short, and it's a daily struggle. So when I was driving to the dentist's office, and I said, if it's not right, don't you settle. I don't care if it's off just a little bit. It's just very small, minuscule, whatever you want to call it. But if it's not right to your standards, you tell them no. They send that right back to the lab. And that's exactly what happened. And I have to say that my message to you is each and every day, you've got to get to a point to where you know that you're worthy, that you're not going to take anything that's less than, especially when you've paid money. Y'all, we all know we live in a recession. Money's tight. Money is so tight. Go to the grocery store, you buy a couple of things, you walk out the store, and you're like, that was what, $60? Are you kidding me? So we're in a state of recession. Jobs are not giving us more money, but they're expecting us to do more. The things that we used to pay for at a certain amount, it has increased. So you're going to need to increase in speaking up for yourself and not taking, subpar. It's not about being not flexible. It's not about showing grace. You can do all of this with kindness, but understanding and knowing what you deserve. Y'all, it costs a lot of money to do the stuff that I've done up in my mouth. A lot of money. And I love my dentist, but the lab that she's working with, I don't know what they got going on. I don't know if it's some AI that's trying to tweak it or what they're doing. But that crown that was going to be in my mouth for the duration of my life, that was the plan. That is the plan. It's going to have to be done correctly. How many of you all have made decisions and you knew you should not have made that decision and you did it anyway? And now you're stuck with it for a lifetime. You have to pay the consequences of you not standing up for yourself, you not opening up your mouth and saying, you know what, this isn't going to fly. You might feel a little uncomfortable. It may feel a little weird because you're thinking that people are looking at you saying she's just too much, that she's asking for too much, that she's not flexible, that she's not been a team player, that she is angry, or whatever the case is. You can do it all with kindness. Be assertive. Assert yourself while you move in a space of knowing what you want. And that's one of the things, you've got to know what you want. I used to struggle with that. It's an ongoing thing. You've got to be conscientious about the decisions you make. And when you get ready to know you're getting ready to go into that space or that situation or that conversation, go ahead and do your self-talk. Pray to God, ask God to strengthen you and give you the confidence and the courage and the boldness to look out for yourself and to let them know that you're not settling. You've already done that. You've done that most of your life, half of your life. You've done it. You're not settling anymore, and you're not being difficult. You just know what you're deserving of. So yeah, I just left the dentist's office. This is the third time. When I go back, it'll be the fourth time for this one little tooth over here. This is a temp right here. I'm sorry, y'all. I just want you to see. This is a temp. And I said, put the temp back in. Take that crown on back to the lab. Get it right. Get it right. I show up almost daily to a job that causes me stress. I'm not particularly happy about it, but I know I'm blessed. I know I'm blessed because it allows me to take care of myself, and it allows me to have the benefits to go to the dentist's office. But we've got to do our part and speak up. And that's what I just did. Just came back from the dentist's office, and the dentist, she was disappointed, and understandably so. But I was even more disappointed. I said to her, man, you all need to be paying me. Time is money. We need to understand that as well, y'all. Time is money. So I had to get in the car, drive up there. Fourth time I had to do that. Third time for this. I've been up there many times for all this other stuff. And I want it right. So this is me in your ear reminding you, whenever you get ready to say, oh, it's okay, I'll go ahead and accept it. Knowing that you should not accept it. Knowing you should tell them no. I'm better than that. I'm better than that. I deserve the promotion. I deserve the relationship. A healthy relationship where I'm treated well. I'm deserving of tapping into my gifts and my talents. My time is valuable. I'm not spending my time doing things that I don't want to do, that doesn't benefit me, or that will chip away at my spirit and chip away at my authenticity. I'm done settling with eating junk and processed food. I'm done with not exercising. I'm done with not going to bed on time and getting my rest. I'm done with whatever it is that you know does not vibe with who you are, your authenticity, and your best. You let them know you're done with it. And you can let them know better with your actions than with your words. You're worth it. Stop settling. And I didn't settle once again this morning at the dentist's office as I said to them, take that temporary on back to the lab, or that crown back to the lab, that permanent crown. Take it back, get it right, because it's going to be in my mouth for the duration of my life. And I'm not making the mistakes that I've made over the years that I had to deal with, that I've had to deal with for the rest of my life. Y'all, this is your life. You only got one. Stop playing with it. Assert yourself. Speak up. You deserve it. You're worth it. You are worth it. And so am I. I thank you all so much for listening. Always know God is real. He loves you. He's rooting on each and every last one of us to win. All right? Now get out there and assert yourself. Open your mouth. Stop settling and speak up. All right. Bye, y'all. See you later. Have peace.